Oscars Men's Qualifier 1. We are live from Balewadi Stadium, Pune. And we have in the compounds today Markesh and Ryan joining. Welcome, Ryan.
Hello, Markesh. Quickly, we take a look at the starting five for the Satara champs. Suhas, Raghav, Ayush, Harshit, Siddhant is the five selected by coach Sagar for this match. And the champs, they had a defeat in between that was possibly a blessing in disguise, but they look to go out victorious here against this five from Pune Tuskers. Dipesh, Karan, Kalu, Narendra, and Amrit. Coach Dataraj. The Pune Tuskers, Markesh, last 2 days they've had two close games. They come to the end, but they just have a problem with regards to finishing the game through.
They will give a good fight, I feel, today, Ryan. Reason being, it's Karan's birthday as well. So I think he will celebrate it with a win.
Indeed, it would be the ideal way to celebrate the birthday, and his teammates would have his back as well to give him the perfect birthday gift as the starting five for both the sides make their way into the court. This is the qualifier.
Both the teams will be going strong quarter one. Reason being, this is the qualifiers. There's no second chance out here. You win, you stay. If you lose, you make your way back home. So, no playing for pride. It's rather playing for win. As the referees are checking in all the protocols before the start of the game to ensure that they don't have any nails or any sharp objects on as in form of ring or any other objects which will hinder the game. And we've had a quick check and we're going to head into tip off. And the officials for the game, Mr. Yogesh, the chief crew, umpire 1, Mr. Ritik, and umpire 2, Mr. Arif. And we're all set and ready. The team in grey is Mumbai Bears, Pune Tuskers, and the team in red is Satara Champs.
Of course, Satara champs, the defending champions versus the home side. And Jamgol goes in favor of the home side, but a backcourt violation to start off.
They started off with a violation. The first position with Satara Champs.
Raghav on the ball, plays it over to the right. Suhas now looks at his options. Back over to Raghav. Raghav with space. Raghav with the floater. The first basket will have to wait. And the Tuskers bring it back up.
The Pune Tuskers will be off to a start where it should be really like this. And they've got that with the left-hand shot.
The first basket coming in from Karan. Tuskers with the lead early on. Ayush kicks it out to the corner. Three-pointer for the champs to respond. Not the best of shots. And Dipesh to bring it up for the Tuskers. He puts it up front. And Amit's shot is no good. And the defensive rebound is gathered.
I could observe some changes made by the Pune Tuskers from the previous games. They are pressurizing the point guard because he's not leaving the ball to either ends. He's trying to make ISO plays all the way.
Karan again with some package. He draws the foul.
It's possession with the Tuskers after a foul drawn.
Here's Karan, tightly guarded. Shot clock winding down, 10 seconds to be precise. There's the screen set, he loses the ball. Still with the Tuskers, they need to get the shot away. And he does in style, Karan.
Karan using the board to great effect. We could see him. He's having a good birthday. He's got 4 points already.
Raghav out to the corner. Siddhant lines up the triple, can't connect. There's a rebound and transition for the Tuskers. Screen set, Dipesh. Dipesh with authority, can't go through all the way. There's the additional pass once again. A wayward release on the layup. And the Satara champs bring it back up quickly in transition. 3-on-2. There's the quick bounce pass. And the basket is no good, but the follow-up is good.
The positioning for rebounding was of great effect. He was at the right place when they needed the rebound. Karan outlet pass and a three coming.
Here comes the champs. Ayush hands it over to Suhas. There's the extra pass. The baseline drive. Foul drawn. Basket will not count.
The ref calls for a foul. It's going to be baseline out of bounds play for Satara champs.
Raghav gets the screen. Kicks it back out. Siddhant with a good move to put that shot up. Can't get it to go. And Raghav once again gathering the rebound. Plays it back out. There's the long pass to Siddhant once again from the corner. This time also he sees the same result. But good offensive rebound and the finish from Suhas.
Suhas on the scoreboard. They had a couple of positions in this play, which is the key. The Pune Tuskers must be aware that they should not give away too many rebounds.
Oh, great find. Great find to locate his teammate on the baseline. And no mistake there from Marindra.
We are noticing that the ball movement has been very slow from Satara champs. They aren't moving the ball with all five players getting a touch is very vital in quarter one to develop that confidence.
Rightly said. Match very important. We're officially in the playoffs and both the teams battling it to make it to the semi-final match of tomorrow. Here's the Tuskers on the attack. Karan up top. Karan tightly guarded by Suhas. He gets past. There's the behind the back and he's blocked.
That's a shot blocked. I was speaking to Raghav last evening when he was going back home. He said, which team would you like to face? He said, any team, we are open because we are the champions.
There we go. That's the mentality a player ought to have here in the Sunria MBL. There's a drive, but he commits a violation. Footwork.
The violation is because he hopped off the same foot. You will have to establish the other foot before you move forward. The same foot is called for a travel.
Dipesh with the long ball. What's Karan got in mind? Karan, birthday boy, balling out here. Karan with the footwork, kicks it back out. Three-pointer. Oh, what a shot.
He's got the rainbow shot. I think it's raining shots here for the Pune Tuskers. They're off to a great start.
Indeed. Usually Satara champs aren't in a situation like this. Now a fast break opportunity. Amit on the fast break draws the foul.
If you notice, the Pune Tuskers are not hurrying up on their offensive plays. They're waiting for opportunities. They've had minimal turnovers. That's been the real key. If you notice the Satara champs, you'll get the stats. They had more turnovers this quarter.
It's very important to keep a track of the turnovers. And most of the games, majority of the games, a team with more turnovers is the team that's trailing. So Amit at the free throw line, knocks it down.
I'm really impressed with the flight he gives. But I wish that flight always helps him to get baskets. If he overflights it, it'll go over the board.
Raghav rotating the ball up top. There's the pass back to Raghav. Raghav with the footwork, took an extra step.
He took a step. 3 steps without a 0. That's why it's called for a violation.
In little over 4 minutes remaining, Tuskers looking comfortable. They will need to add on to it a bit more to put some pressure on the champs. Their champs get the steal. Raghav with a double dribble.
Raghav was not sure whether to dribble or to pass. That moment where he didn't know what to decide has resulted in a double dribble. Again, that's on the stat sheet for a turnover.
Dipesh for the mid-range. And the rebound is fought hard by Raghav and he brings the ball up in transition. There's the bounce pass, the follow through, the shot coming in. Can't get it to go. Raghav with the rebound, and he manages to keep possession.
That's thrown off the feet of Narendra. I think that much accuracy, if they have on shooting, they will have a better scoring percentage. He was accurate on throwing on the legs.
Smartly done. Ayush now lines up the three. The champs haven't been able to connect from beyond the arc. A great bounce pass up front. And Amit once again.
That's a good call for goal interference. When they went for a shot, he pulled the net. That's a call by the center referee, and that results in a timeout for Pune Tuskers. The score is 4-13. Timeout for Satara Champs. We'll be right back. We are back after the timeout from Satara Champs. The strategy must be different now coming into this last 3.5 minutes. I feel they're going to make some ball movement to get people for touches. Traveling called. Too many travels, Ryan, in the quarter one. Okay, we are moving with Pune Tuskers trying to gain control, and Deepesh with the rainbow shot. Foul being called for a push from Narendra. Nine-point isn't a big lead in quarter one. As these are two different fights, they're gonna play in 2 quarters. So coaches must be having their own strategies. As we saw in game two, SSPL, they came back. Although the game was tied at half, they took a big lead in third quarter. But that doesn't mean that you give a big lead in quarter one. And what a pass. Narendra misses one, and that's a steal. Ball possession has been interchanged 2 times there in one rally. Suhas with the basket. Foul being called, and there is a basket. Suhas will head to the line. One free throw. Suhas is going to be capitalizing this free throw. He misses it. They are moving on the break. Sharma, he tried to break his ankles. Look at the crossover. Sharma. He tried to make a pass, but fortunately it's in the hands of Tuskers. They have numbers game. Ayush with the left hand finish. That looks so stylish. That's a left hand finger roll using the board.
I think stylish was the right word. Ayush, along with the speed, a very beautiful finish with a soft touch.
Now Pune Tuskers. Okay, Ayan. Ayush is again called for a travel. As the score is coming close, Pune Tusker coach wants to have a word. So he calls for a timeout. 13-8 for the lead with Pune Tuskers. We'll be right after this short break. After the timeout, Pune Tuskers very vital to close the quarter on a strong note. As we head into the last few minutes of quarter one, you should keep a look at the shot clock. It's winding down and turnover. Raghav with the drive and he gets a finish. He's been strong.
Indeed, and now it's become a 3-point game. Tuskers have lost a hold of this game all of a sudden.
Interesting. Referee says there was a push. The lead referee was very close where he could observe those minute calls that results in a end line throw, baseline out of bounds for Pune Tuskers. They just move it to Karan because he's been the man for the quarter one. Foul. That isn't a travel, that's called a slow step where he took the movement with the right footwork. He didn't go 3 steps, but he took 1, 2 and he waited what to do next.
Karan once again at the free throw line. It was him who started the shooting group for his team early in the first quarter. Here he is shooting free throws to ensure that the lead remains intact. He's made the first.
Karan with the next important free throw of the quarter. He makes it as the last few seconds in quarter one. This is going to be very important on how they close the quarter because the champs, as they call themselves the champs, they're going to bounce back strong. As I was saying that, 3 coming. Champs are coming back.
2-point game, less than a minute.
Foul drawn. Been very effective in drawing fouls. The Pune Tuskers have surely a strategy in this game. I see there are a lot of changes in their game pattern compared to the previous games I watched them. Today they are playing an entirely different ball game.
But I think they've decided to just constantly attack the rim here towards the end because they've all of a sudden lost that momentum. They've lost the groove that they were in. So that's why they're playing it safe by attacking the rim and relying on free throws.
That's because of the number of turnovers they've got in quarter one. They should have avoided it as they were good for the first 5 minutes. And Suhas with the drive. Look at that. It is a fantastic baseline usage and a strong finish.
He was hanging in the air. That was the beauty, the hang time on that.
Deepesh, the rainbow man, I should call him. But that is the shot. Amrit, I beg your pardon, that's from Amrit. He's the rainbow man. Possession, what a use of IQ. He saw that he was close to the line. He just threw it off the opponent's leg. You should develop such IQ in the game, which results in a position for Pune. And these are the last few seconds. And this is the end of quarter one. Pune Tuskers 19, Satara Champs 15. We'll join you back right after the short break.
Welcome back to the Sandhya Maharashtra Basketball League. This is a qualifier matchup. Two teams battling it out for that spot in the semi-finals. The home side, Pune Tuskers, with a lead against the defending champions, Satara champions, who look to cut the lead down with a three-pointer. And there's the offensive rebound. Finds Shreyas. Easy shot for him under the board.
We have a Satara pillar who's coming from the second quarter. That is in the form of Shreyas. He's going to be the one they need to look to stop, because we can see in the first few seconds itself they're using him.
Indeed, and there's a steal coming through as well. And a foul also committed against the champs.
Unsportsmanlike foul called with not legal contact for the ball. So the referee feels if you don't have intent towards the ball, it is going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. That's 2 free throws for Vedant, who was earlier by the fans voted as Steve Nash. And he misses one. After he got the tag as Steve Nash, he stopped assisting, Ryan.
Oh, wow. Steve Nash being one of the best passers of the game. Wouldn't be too happy to hear that, but I'm sure when the right play comes at the right time, he's going to make the pass. 17-19. There's the ball kicked out to Sarthak. Sarthak with the extra pass downstairs, but the shot no good. But again, the offensive rebound leading to the foul. The champs gathering offensive rebounds, Markesh.
Offensive rebound. Shooting and the same person getting rebound, unacceptable. There should be a box out which need to be formed inside the paint. If not, you're going to get too many possessions and too many easy baskets for the opponents.
Once again, not the ideal attempt. Here comes Karan on the attack. He loses possession. The chance now for Tuskers to add on to their lead, and from beyond the arc, the three-pointer is good.
In the first quarter, we had Suhas was the leading scorer for Satara Champs. And that's a great drive from the man which he has Pandey on his jersey. For the Pune Tuskers, Amrit, the Rainbow Man, had 10 points. Talking about the rainbow, we saw another one there.
Indeed, this time it was in the form of a floater. And the Tuskers will ensure that their lead is intact. 5 points separating the two teams. There's the ball played over to number 30, looking to hit from beyond the arc. He can't connect. Here comes the Tuskers in transition. And pressure defense. A foul committed, an unnecessary foul there, Markesh.
That's called a hand check. They are not letting the player move past them with checking by the hand. So that is obstructing the offensive play.
Kicks it back out. There's the fake, but I think he lost his footwork.
The Satara Champs, after they used the first possession with Shreyas, the ball hasn't gone to his hand yet.
And that's a big question. You have Shreyas, he's the tallest player here. He's a cheat code, in fact. And instead, they just continue to give away possession. Here comes the Tuskers. Foul drawn on the other side, Karan.
I think that was a smart foul. Otherwise, it would have led to 2 easy points. Creating fouls at the right moment will help you save baskets at time. But if you're on the wrong side, you will be called for a technical foul.
Prabhat looking to connect from beyond the arc. And the champs still down 5. Vedant with the first pass. That's the extra one to the corner. Again, the shot under the board, no good. Shreyas with the rebound. And the ball quickly taken away from him. And that's how you guard a post player. You need to strip it the moment they bring it down. And a basket on the other side, almost coming through. Goaltend once again.
Yes, it's player cannot disturb the ball when it is on the surface. It's upward going towards the ring, but it was on a downward flight. So it's called for a basket.
Talk about the bad luck. The shot was actually coming off the rim. And that's why it's important to not be hasty. Here come the champs, and that's a very good move through the baseline.
Actually, we've seen two interesting calls by the referees. One was he hanged on the net. This one, they disturbed the board.
Meanwhile, another basket on the other side. While the champs are trying to come back, the Tuskers maintaining the tempo, ensuring that they are able to hold on to the lead. And the Satara champs, if you notice their matches, the one game they lost to the Beast Ballers, they were losing throughout the entire game. Meanwhile, Vedant will ensure they're not in a similar situation.
Vedant is on the scoring trend today. He's feeling that I need to step up to score to get my team back. They are on a 4-point trial, and Shreyas showing off his assist skills. Assist by Shreyas, and good shot by Sajib. Possession with Pune Tuskers. End line, Prabhat. Prabhat has been the man for Pune Tuskers. It's a foul called. I saw another interesting thing. He was locking the man, which is not allowed. He got lucky out there.
26-28, Tuskers up by 2. Champs crawling in. Tuskers will look to ensure they go back and add a few more. And another foul in the ground this time.
They are getting close to 4 is the number on the team fouls. I guess foul from here on will result in 2 free throws.
7 seconds on the shot clock. We inbound it from the baseline. Looks for options. There's a quick pass. There's the handoff. Screen set. He goes the other way. Almost loses it. Finally loses it. Looks to get it back. It's still with the champs. They look to tie the game. Vedant with the quick pass. Basket does not come through. The fast break is no good. Prabhat with the pass to the right. 3-pointer won't go. And a nice defensive rebound. Followed by a turnover. Karan this time with a lot of contact will keep possession for his team.
Possession with Pune Tuskers. Pune Tuskers have been really lucky that the Satara champs are missing a lot of fast break opportunities that they're getting. The ball in the paint.
Zaki with space. Zaki not able to connect. Shreyas with the rebound. Champs now looking to tie the game with over 4 minutes remaining. There's a nice Hezi. He drives, kicks it out. Pandey finds Vedant. Vedant from the elbow. Shreyas almost gathering a good rebound. And after a few chances being given, a fast break opportunity, which is captivated.
Timeout called. Satara champs 26-30 in favor of Pune Tuskers. Be right back. This game is going strong. As we come after the timeout, we're going to see. Actually, there is something interesting what I'm seeing. Shreyas is coming to the high post. And there's an attempt. Pune with possession. This is an open 3. Should have made it count, but they are hustling every possession. Pandey for a drive. Very nice defense with 2 hands up there.
There's a step back attempt. Not the best of shots. Offensive rebound could have been gathered a lot better. And now the champs came as close as a basket away. Here they are 2 baskets away. And it remains like that. Here comes the Tuskers now. Drives with a lot of contact. Good defense. Second chance for the Tuskers. 3-pointer this time is good.
Prabhat is unsure when to shoot, when to pass, but when he gets it out there, it's a made basket from Prabhat.
There's a rotation once again. Shreyas plays it back out. Feet set, shots put up. Champs continue to struggle from beyond the arc.
What should have been Zaki doing there, Ryan? What did he do? He just was not boxing out. If he had that box out, Vedant would have not been ahead of him. And Vedant Pandey is going to make use of these 2 free throws. Actually, I'm getting a little confused between Pandey and Vedant because they have similar hairstyles, similar shooting style and everything. Only difference is Vedant has made some baskets. I'm looking forward to seeing Pandey do the same so that it clears my confusion.
Oh, well, we can see a hairstyle trend here at the Sandhya Maharashtra Basketball League. Speaking of which, you can see a lot of players having the same hairstyle. And the free throw there is good. Back to a 6-point game. There's the additional pass. Zaki on the baseline looks for options. Needs to give it off quickly. And the shot is good.
Nothing but net. Here we see Satara champs. They are facing the pressure now. I can see it in the eyes of the coach. I think he'll have a heavy message heading to the locker room. Jumper. He misses it. Possession with Satara champs.
They're down 8 and they would not want to let the opposition get too much of a lead. And that's the shot from Vedant. He can't connect. Nice offensive rebound. Behind the back pass is no good. And Sami hands it off quickly. Tuskers. So Darshan for 3. Can't get it to go. And a tap attempt is no good. Zaki again with an offensive rebound. Zaki puts it up. He can't finish as well. Zaki almost getting back-to-back offensive rebounds. And a fast break opportunity. Pandey loses it.
I just want to take a moment to tell about how Pune has qualified. They got lucky with yesterday's CSN's win. If not, they would have not been here playing the Eliminator 1. But they are doing it great. They are on the lead now with an 8-point lead. Satara champs taking it too lightly, missing easy shots.
Here's Prabhat. Plays it out. There's the 3-pointer. Not able to connect. And a foul noted by the official in the process.
It's a foul where he utilized his body to wave off the man and went for the rebound, which is not allowed. So possession with Satara champs. Vedant with the ball. Shreyas has not touched the ball since the first basket. Ryan, do you think Shreyas not having the ball, Pune Tuskers have been the beneficiaries?
Or definitely they benefited from everything from the second quarter, because Shreyas, like I mentioned earlier, I used the word of him being a cheat code because there's nobody as tall as him. And given his wingspan, I'm sure if he raises his hand up, of course, players can get to it, but it's not so easy. You end up fouling, you end up going in and not getting a block. So it's important for them to make use of their trump card, and the trump card for the champs is Shreyas.
I think they've decoded it. They know how to stop Shreyas. Let's see, there are quarter 3 and 4 coming up. So this is the last few seconds of quarter 2 with a 7-point lead. Pune Tuskers still going strong.
Gotta love the game from Pune Tuskers, as you mentioned, coming into this game as underdogs, getting here by luck. They are taking it on themselves as a basket comes in the other side.
That is the right way to use your shoulders. If you use the shoulders, you gotta get a power basket like that. And they are in foul trouble because the team foul, they're already over the line. So 2 free throws coming for Prabhat. It's a 7-point lead. Ryan, how many points do you think are going to be Pune Tuskers up by halftime?
I see them closing this half by a 7-point margin. Of course, assuming these two free throws going in, there will be a basket as well for the champs to close it out. And it should be 7.
It's a 9-point lead.
There's Vedant on the ball. Vedant to the rim. Put back. Could have been really fashionable if Shreyas managed to gather it there.
Shreyas didn't manage. He mismanaged it with a single hand. He should be going for rebound with 2 hands if he wanted to make that shot effective.
24 seconds on the clock. There's a quick pass. Vedant hands over to Zaki. Zaki with a wayward pass, and there's no need to always be fancy. It's a good pass to have, but sometimes playing simple is the best option.
The option could have been a bounce pass there, which we have seen rarely in this league, Ryan. We have not seen many bounce passes. Vedant with a beautiful pass, and here we go. He passes it to Pandey with 2 seconds on the clock. And here we go, 32-39, Satara champs on 32, Pune Tuskers on 39. As Ryan predicted, it is a 7-point lead. Please do come back. This is quarter 3 coming up.
Bro, electric. Bro, petrol. Minus 20 bhp and 18 nm torque beast.
My X47 has double the power. 40 bhp, 100 nm torque. Cameras, radar, onboard charging.
But I've got that vroom vroom.
Bro, I paid 1.5 lakhs upfront with UV Battery Flex. And then 2.5k per month. Less than what you pay for petrol every month. Upgrade to Ultraviolet X47 starting at just ₹1,49,000 with UV Battery Flex.
नमस्कार, मैं आपका अपना नितिन विजय फिर से आया हूँ आप सब लोगों के समक्ष। हम आ रहे हैं आपके अपने शहर यानी कि मोशन का सेंटर खुल रहा है आपके शहर में। हम हजारों की संख्या में आईआईटी में और मेडिकल में बच्चों को पहुंचा चुके हैं और ये कर्तव्य के भाव से पहुंचा है क्योंकि मैं भी खुद कोटा से पला बड़ा हूं। हमारी कस्टमाइज मशीन्स, हमारी एप्स, वो सारी सुविधाएं जो हम कोटा के बच्चों को दे रहे हैं वो सब आपके शहर में अब आपको मिलने वाली है। तो आइए मिलकर एक दूसरे के भविष्य को सुधारते हैं। मुझे सुनने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू।
Bro, electric.
Bro, petrol.
Minus 20 bhp and 18 nm torque beast.
My X47 has double the power. 40 bhp, 100 nm torque. Cameras, radar, onboard charging.
But I've got that vroom vroom.
Bro, I paid 1.5 lakhs upfront with UV Battery Flex. And then 2.5k per month. Less than what you pay for petrol every month. Upgrade to Ultraviolet X47 starting at just ₹1,49,000 with UV Battery Flex.
नमस्कार, मैं आपका अपना नितिन विजय फिर से आया हूँ आप सब लोगों के समक्ष। हम आ रहे हैं आपके अपने शहर यानी कि मोशन का सेंटर खुल रहा है आपके शहर में। हम हजारों की संख्या में आईआईटी में और मेडिकल में बच्चों को पहुंचा चुके हैं और ये कर्तव्य के भाव से पहुंचा है क्योंकि मैं भी खुद कोटा से पला बड़ा हूं। हमारी कस्टमाइज मशीन्स, हमारी एप्स, वो सारी सुविधाएं जो हम कोटा के बच्चों को दे रहे हैं वो सब आपके शहर में अब आपको मिलने वाली है। तो आइए मिलकर एक दूसरे के भविष्य को सुधारते हैं। मुझे सुनने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू।
Electric. Bro, petrol minus 20 bhp and 18 nm torque beast.
My X47 has double the power. 40 bhp, 100 nm torque. Cameras, radar, onboard charging.
But I've got that.
Bro, I paid 1.5 lakhs upfront with UV battery flex. And then 2.5k per month. Less than what you pay for petrol every month. Upgrade to Ultraviolet X47 starting at just rupees 1,49,000 with UV battery flex.
नमस्कार, मैं आपका अपना नितिन विजय फिर से आया हूँ आप सब लोगों के समक्ष। हम आ रहे हैं आपके अपने शहर, यानी कि मोशन का सेंटर खुल रहा है आपके शहर में। हम हजारों की संख्या में आईआईटी में और मेडिकल में बच्चों को पहुंचा चुके हैं और ये कर्तव्य के भाव से पहुंचा है, क्योंकि मैं भी खुद कोटा से पला बड़ा हूं। हमारी कस्टमाइज मशीन्स, हमारी एप्स, वो सारी सुविधाएं जो हम कोटा के बच्चों को दे रहे हैं वो सब आपके शहर में अब आपको मिलने वाली है। तो आइए मिलकर एक दूसरे के भविष्य को सुधारते हैं। मुझे सुनने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू।
Bro, electric. Bro, petrol minus 20 bhp and 18 nm torque beast.
My X47 has double the power. 40 bhp, 100 nm torque. Cameras, radar, onboard charging.
But I've got that.
Bro, I paid 1.5 lakhs upfront with UV battery flex. And then 2.5k per month. Less than what you pay for petrol every month. Upgrade to Ultraviolet X47 starting at just
Welcome back to the Sandhya Maharashtra Basketball League. Playoffs have begun here at the Balewadi Indoor Stadium. We're all set for basketball action at halftime. 32-39 from beyond the arc. The Tuskers shooting better. While in terms of two-pointers, it's the Champs who attempted more and they have a better scoring rate. But a lot of fouls committed in this matchup. 11 by the Champs and 8 by the Tuskers. And in terms of blocks, it's even between the two teams with 2 quarters of basketball to play. And along with me in the comm box is Markesh Ranjan. Markesh, I don't think the Satara Champs expected this sort of a turn up from the Pune Tuskers.
Feel this is the quarter they will prove why they are the champions. I have a strong belief they are with their best 5. You can see that they are more confident to start off with. As I was talking about it, Strayers tries for a rebound and it's possession still with Satara Champs. The referees are checking on the shot clock.
It's reset to 18. Vedant on the ball. There's a bounce pass to Raghav. Raghav kicks it. Simple shot under the board.
This is the kind of start the Satara Champs would be hoping for. They are cutting down the lead to 5. Before the half, they were down by 9 and they cut it down. So now they are back within 5.
Tuskers looking to respond quickly. 3-pointer from Prabhat. He can't connect. And a chance for the Champs to get back-to-back buckets. Vedant on the drive. He was searching for a pass, but he also has gotten fouled in the process. Zaki not too happy about it.
Zaki saying, "Kya, what happened? I didn't do anything. I am sorry," but that doesn't help. Free throws is the only result. The ref is called and they're having a discussion and it's called for a side throw. This was something very interesting. You saw the officials discuss with each other before they made a call. They found out that it is not resulting in towards the ring movement, so they called for a side throw.
Indeed, that's the importance of a playoffs matchup. Every call is so important. And there's the foul and the one. Raghav with a chance to make a 3-point play.
Raghav is very vital for Satara Champs. What I noticed with Raghav is he is very calm, but when he attacks, he's ferocious.
Indeed, I think he attacks in various fronts. Of course, attacking the rim, attacking the board. He gets offensive and defensive rebounds. Perfect use of his height as the 3-point play is complete. Champs have come back to make it a 2-point game. They've come this close before as well, but they've not been able to take it forward. And here's Marendra with the extra pass. Tuskers not able to add on to the lead, and now the Champs stare at a chance to tie it up, but he's turned the ball over. And the Tuskers have more shots up front, and he's blocked at the rim. He finds the opposition, but it's given back.
Active hands from Karan helped in that basket. He went after he lost the ball. He went and hustled for the ball. That's the key. 3-pointer for Satara Champs. Karan, he's doing both ends of the floor.
A pass to the corner, a long ball towards Prabhat. What's Prabhat thinking? He decides to go in himself, puts up the shot, pull-up jumper from 3 is no good. Raghav with the rebound. Raghav having a great game. We'll soon take a look at the stats on how many points and rebounds he's got to his name. There's the drive, kicks it out. Raghav gets a good look. Can't connect. Shreyas again, he followed the rebound, but he's not able to hold on to it.
And Vedant tried to control the ball, but it's Pune ball. Zaki must control the ball and keep it using the clock. What a drive by Zaki. It didn't look like Zaki went for the shot. He didn't know whether to pass or to shoot.
There's a turnover. Prabhat on the drive, kicks it out. 3-pointers lined up, but a very flat shot from Karan. Still alive for the Tuskers. They've got plenty of time and a bit too hasty. They pay the price. A chance for the Champs to engage, and a foul's called there.
Foul being called. It'll be interesting to see if it is a basket made. No, the referee calls side throw.
Ball to be inbounded from the baseline. Champs feeling the pressure, feeling the heat a bit in this game. They are used to winning comfortably against oppositions. Of course, they did face defeat to the Nagpur side, but here the Pune side giving them a challenge. A step back 3 is no good. And another foul identified in the process.
We are seeing fouls coming like a bullet train. I want to see them contend the opponent without fouling. That is what will not result in easy baskets for the opponent.
And the Champs struggle on the second chance opportunities, third chance, and this time the fourth chance on the same possession results in a foul for Shreyas.
That's fourth chance, third foul, same position.
Wow, I think when you think of it, in a span of 24 seconds, all of that has happened.
That's because in MBL, players are lightning quick. They play in the pace of John Wall.
And that's a very Maharashtra basketball style. Whenever I cover the nationals, that is something I've noted. Irrespective of what category, men, women, whatever age group we look at, Maharashtra basketball is based on pace. And they are very quick in transition, just like this. Prabhat on the drive, kicks it out. Corner 3 for the Tuskers. They're looking to add on to that 4-point lead, but they struggle to do so. And a chance once again for the Champs. They will look to captivate in this occasion. A long ball is intercepted.
Karan, if you notice, he's got active hands. Every place he's there, offense, rebound, pressure, and he creates a lot of openings with touches on the pass as well.
Feeds it to the high post. Shreyas can't connect. And Shreyas again shooting away from the board. You want a tall player to take as many shots as they can closer to the board. Karan with the footwork, but he's denied by Shreyas. And there's the second chance. Narendra drives with the footwork, and possession will remain with the Tuskers though.
The effectiveness of Narendra, he stays out as a recovery player. It is very important to have someone who's going to balance for you on defense. I've noticed that when Prabhat and Karan are going towards the ring, he's taking 2 steps back. That's what helped to save this rally for them. The possession interchanges due to a violation called by the ref.
Score's been stuck at this 1 point, 37-41. With little over 5 minutes remaining. Here's Raghav Sharma. What's he got in mind? Zaki looking to dig it out of him. Raghav can't gather it. Prabhat gets the shambles and the finish on the other end.
Zaki is not just going for the ball. He's diving around every possible possessions. He's the man who's been the very effective defensive player for them.
Again, multiple chances for the champs on the other side, and a foul called against Karan for the Tuskers.
Karan used excessive use of his elbows. Usage of elbows, and if it's making a contact, they call for a foul. It's 37-43 with 5 minutes left. Pune Tuskers with a 7-point lead.
Raghav Sharma on the ball. He gets the screen, kicks it out. 8 seconds on the clock. A tough shot, which is no good, and the Tuskers will bring the ball up in the transition. Prabhat again with contact, won't make the shot, and the offensive rebound.
And foul being called. Satara champs, you need to change your strategy if you want to stay in this contention. Reason I'm saying this is they are doing everything in a hurry, and that's not going to help.
4:44 remaining here in the third quarter. There's the quick inbound. Karan on the ball. The birthday boy spins, finds Marindra for the 3, in and out. And champs look to Vedant on transition. There's the quick pass, fake. And another foul. The fouls are flowing in this match, Markesh.
Flowing, as you said, reminds me of the rivers. It's like flowing like a river with fouls. And if they are going to continue like this, fourth quarter will be with less players on court. I feel with the effective players, they might lose out a few good players.
Indeed, it's important for them to think of how they go about the fouls. It's still early on. There's a lot of time to go in the third quarter. You don't want to get into a foul trouble. You don't want to put any of your players in that foul trouble in the fourth quarter.
Very interesting to see Satara champs have not come out with their star player Amrit. He was shooting the Rainbow Man, as we are calling. He's not there on court. Is that making a difference, Ryan?
Could be. I think that's a very good point. The fact that he was shooting 3-pointers, and a player can play 3 quarters. He played the first, he didn't play the second, and I think he should have been back here. But I'm sure the coach, Datta Raj, will turn to him in the fourth quarter when they need some more shooting. They have a 6-point lead now, and they're looking to just put pressure on the champs, and Siddhant cannot connect. Champs haven't been able to score from beyond the arc. The 3-point shooting for the Satara champs has not been up to the mark, and Prabhat also not able to convert.
With Satara champs attacking, I'm interested to see what these two possessions are going to be like. And a travel being called. Shreyas is going quick but without a dribble.
Zaki looks at his teammates, trying to draw something up, gets that initial screen, hands it off. There's the 3-man movement. There comes Marendra getting involved. He puts up the shot, should have gotten the finish. And the champs now need to make use of this possession. Raghav was in a hurry, and the ball quickly stolen away. This is the third or fourth time I'm seeing the ball being stolen away from Shreyas, and that's why a post player should never bring the ball down, Markesh.
Having said that, Prabhat with the foul and a basket. Prabhat was very clear in his intentions. He wanted to shoot first and he put his eyes on the ring, but ensured he drew the foul too. That's a 3+1 play. It's going to be a 4-point play. Let's see if Prabhat can make use of it. That gives them a 9-point lead. Ryan, very interesting thought about this is you said there was a shooter out, but still without him, they have some other moves planned. I think a lot of credit goes to their coach. He's got strategies planned for every single quarter.
Indeed, Coach Dattaraj, we've seen him in the previous leagues as well. He's very smart, very calculative. He knows what he's doing. And even the 2 times they lost that close encounter, you could see his reaction on his face. He wasn't very animated. He just had to look in his face that, give me another chance and I will show you. And that's exactly what he's doing here with his team. They are up by 10 against the champs. And let's not forget, the one game that the champs have lost, it was a similar situation. Whenever the champs are losing throughout the game, they struggle to come back and get a hold of it.
That's because of the mental strength you need to have. If you go for a 10-point lead, if the opponent goes to a 10-point lead, you need to handle that pressure with your system of play. You need to know what to do when you're stepping on court and the ones on the bench. And Prabhat, he's going on a Curry style mode. He's got 2 3-pointers right now for the quarter.
Very good ball movement from the Tuskers. Simple catch and shoot is what they tried to get out of their players, and that's what they achieved. And a foul committed here again. And they're over the limit, which means free throws will come in.
One missed free throw. Raghav is not been at his best today. Raghav, the star players for them have been Raghav, Vedant. But do you see them having an off game in today's match against the Pune Tuskers?
Definitely, I think that's a good point. There's a long pass and how nicely executed over 3 Satara Champs players. And here's Raghav, as you were mentioning, he loses the ball on the drive. The follow-through shot also no good. Champs missing their second chance opportunities and the Tuskers making them pay the price. Here's Prabhat, he's got a hot hand. He plays it to Zaki. Zaki to Karan. Tuskers up 14. 11 seconds on the clock. Prabhat once again. Prabhat with the dribble combination. Prabhat is denied by Shreyas. And the Satara Champs looking to break the streak of baskets from the opposition, and it's cleaned up.
What I notice here is something I want to bring to attention of the viewers. Zaki, he might have less points in this quarter. He might not be on the stat sheet, but he brings a lot of value to the team. He's called, like, for Warriors, how we have Draymond Green. For Pune Tuskers, I think it is Zaki.
That's a very good correlation. Zaki makes his presence felt with the passes, with the way he controls the game. Prabhat looking for a deep shot. He can't get it to go. Into the last minute of the quarter. There's the extra pass. Siddhant fakes. Siddhant sets and puts up the shot over the defender.
It is back to 11-point lead. I'm waiting to see how they're going to close this quarter. Satara Champs with the momentum. As I was talking about momentum, Vedant with an easy basket and timeout called with 21 seconds left with a 9-point lead with Pune Tuskers. It is 45-54. We'll be right back after the break. We are back live. This is probably the last possession of the quarter because the clock will be set at 24. So let's see. The player Prabhat Mishra has been the top scorer with 17 points and he's had 4 from 3 from downtown.
There's the pass right outside. Possession still with the champs. 10 seconds on the clock, and a foul committed. They have a foul to give, which is why it's gonna be okay.
This is the 4th foul. They're not over the limit. So they had a foul to give, as Ryan rightly pointed out. So we have the last few seconds, that is 10 seconds. Karan looks for an opening to Karan squares, doing possessions. Zaki back to Karan. And Karan ends the third quarter on a high note. And 47-57, Pune Tuskers on the lead. Be right back for the Satara champs. Will not give up easily.
Welcome back to the 4th and final quarter of match number 3 here at the Sanria Maharashtra Basketball League. Playoff match number 3 to be precise. The playoffs are bringing in the heat. We're seeing teams playing across conferences here, and the Satara champs are being handed in a reality check because they've very easily played against their opponents. They've not struggled in any manner. But since the start of this game, Pune Tuskers came in with intent. Pune Tuskers don't want the world to know that they are here because the Mumbai Storms lost yesterday. They are letting everybody know that they are here because they mean business. And they are doing that in the best way by going up against the so-called title contenders, the defending champions, Satara champs, as we're all set to start the last 10 minutes with a 10-point lead for the Tuskers. We will quickly take you through a few stats.
Prabhat, as the star of Pune Tuskers, is leading the scorers table with 17 points. He's been a very efficient player for them, and they start off the quarter very strong. And for the Satara champs, Sarthak, he's been very effective for them with 9 points.
Corner 3 is good, an ideal start for the Pune Tuskers. They finish the third quarter with a 3 and they pick it right where they left off, and the lead is now 13.
Have you noticed something, Ryan? If Karan passes to Karan, it's never a miss.
Oh, well, the current factor working well for the Tuskers. The Satara champs looking for the championship factor of theirs. And a foul there against the champs.
And I also feel that if they are going to give up the quarter so easily, last 5 minutes wouldn't be enough. You need to keep them with the to and fro baskets made from either end. If you're not going to do that, if you're going to give them a run, then you're going to run away.
Very well, here comes Zaki. Long pass inside. Marendra lines up the 3, can't connect. Raga with the rebound. Looks for options. His team's under pressure now at this point. They need to be smart. Raghav behind the back. Suhas drives, puts it up, can't get it to go. And the struggle continues for the champs. Here's a spin and the layup, which is no good. But good hustle to get the offensive rebound. Marendra to Zaki. Zaki to Marendra again. He puts up the shot. This time he makes it.
And he shows a three-pointer symbol to the fans out there. I am also a shooter, he says. Not only current squares, I am also here.
The Tuskers lighting it up from beyond the arc, setting their sights on that semi-final spot. A three-pointer from Raghav to nullify the previous one, and the 50th point is up for the...
It's 50 to 63. It's a 13-point game. Prabhat, the man of the day. Is he going to help Pune Tuskers go to the semi-final? We'll wait and watch, because the Satara champs are not going away. They draw a foul. Two shots coming for Sarthak. Sarthak has been having a good day, but the point is he's not getting the ball too often from his teammates. Raghav and Vedant have had the limelight of having the ball for a longer time. They should have given for the one who's having a good day. If you notice, it's been 80% possession with Vedant and Raghav. Suhas has hardly had shots. Suhas is a great shooter. He's hardly had any three-pointer attempts made, as well as Shreyas.
I think those are very good points. I think it's a very basketball factor that you want to give the ball to the player who's in rhythm, who's scoring well. And as you all got glimpses, we have the owners of teams along with the fans in the stands, everybody enjoying the atmosphere here at the Balewadi Indoor Stadium. It's now 11-point game. Karan with a great pass under the board. Shreyas tried to get the block, but he also got a piece of the player, which is why it's a foul.
If Shreyas gets a block, crowd goes crazy. Reason is his blocks are so effective, it might almost come to the stands.
Wouldn't be surprised if it does. There's the first free throw. And I love how Pune Tuskers have always held on to their lead. There were a few instances where the champs came by bringing it down to just 2 points, but the Tuskers always addressed the issue.
I want to say the team in grey are having their day, because they have come with the spirit of championship in their mind. It always has a saying, you win games if you play offense, but you win championship if you play defense. That's the attitude I'm seeing with Pune Tuskers.
And again, as we saw in the previous possession, Satara champs, the number of second chance opportunities, sometimes it was third chance opportunities, they've missed all of it. And that is where the key difference has been in this game. There's the handoff. Prabhat on the baseline gets the foul.
They have fouls to give, but it is very important how they're going to control the next few minutes. Pune Tuskers should run the clock, use it effectively, and look for the open people. Karan misses an easy one.
It's all right. You can see and hear the bench cheering them on, while you can see the tension in the supporters of the Satara champs. They are not used to seeing their team like this. And there's the drive behind the back pass, turnover. And it's regained again by Raghav. He spins, finds Shreyas on the cut. And that's what Shreyas should do. He gets the ball, he should attack towards the rim. He's drawn the foul in this occasion.
I want to see how Shreyas handles this pressure, because they're down by 13. I have a feeling Shreyas will make this two and give Satara chance some hope. And Shreyas misses the first one. Second free throw coming up. Misses the second one too. The whole stadium is shouting for. Ryan, what did they shout for? A travel. Because Shreyas ran from Balewadi Stadium to the gate.
Oh well, and as the scoreline stands, it looks like the Satara champs could be on their way back to Satara through the same gate that you mentioned if they don't do something about this 13-point difference with 6.5 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And the tight defense on Zaki. Zaki gets through it. There's a bounce pass to Prabhat, cutting. He looks to find his teammate, turns the ball over. Here comes Suhas on the drive, finding Vedant in transition, too strong on the finish. And again, Shreyas not able to gather the rebound. He should be gathering those and finishing it.
Shreyas is like the pillar for their team and he is expected to do his rebounding duties, which is failing to do today. That is impacting the team.
Definitely. And here again, a chance for the champs. This time, after a while, Sarthak scores an important basket. The full court press also being inflicted by the Satara champs. They're down 11. They know the importance of this game. It's go hard or go home. Simple as that. Here's Prabhat in the corner. Back out. Karan once again. What's he going to do? Is he going to take on Suhas? He gets the screen. Karan lines up the three over the defender. Can't connect. And there's Vedant with the ball. Quick pass to Raghav. Raghav decides to slow it down with the long pass over to the other side. There's the drive through the baseline and an important bucket as well.
That is given the momentum to the Satara champs because they cut down the lead to 9. It's an interesting game. This is the first of the quarters. And pressure mounting on Pune Tuskers, unable to keep up their lead. But Zaki says, I can shoot a 3, but what a rebound. Narendra, I can see them not playing a controlled game. Pune Tuskers. Ryan, do you see Pune Tuskers showing glimpses of to control the lead?
Yeah, they should just slow the game down a bit more and not be in a hurry. I think that is where the problem is happening. The moment a player has a ball, it seems like he wants to try and get something out of the possession right then and there. And that's where the champs are trying to captivate. Suhas for a big 3 from the corner. He can't connect. And again, that defensive rebound is fought for. And it's back on with the Tuskers. We're into the last 5 minutes of this matchup. And there's Karan slowing the game down. And he's told Zaki that he will control this possession. Of course, Zaki will have to help on.
You can see that they've done their homework well. They have kept all the tall players. Actually, Pune Tuskers are not great on size, but they've got the good fundamental of boxing out. They've done their homework well. Over to Ryan.
Back again. Raghav searching for options, keeping the ball with him for too long. Here's Vedant floating it up. Can't get it to go. Shreyas finally with a rebound and a finish.
He heard us from the comms, right, Ryan? So he's got a good offensive rebound and he scores them. It's a 7-point game with 4 minutes and 14 seconds left.
Zaki now on the ball. Sarthak guarding him. Zaki goes behind the back. Zaki considers shooting. Plays it out to the corner. Prabhat over Vedant. Prabhat can't connect. Rebound from Karan. There's the fake. Back out to Narendra for the 3. And Narendra with a big shot for the Pune Tuskers.
Did you hear the coach say an extra pass? He denied the extra pass because he knew he's having his day. It's 58-68. It's 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. We're heading into the break. Let's come back to see if the champions, Satara champs, are going to be in or out. कितना टाइम और बचा है दोनों टीम को 1-1 ओके देखो यहाँ पे क्या है सर लाइव कमेंट्री अच्छी लगती है थैंक यू सर
With 3:50 remaining here in the fourth, the Pune Tuskers looking to cause the ultimate upset of the Sandhya Maharashtra Basketball League. They are looking to eliminate the defending champions here at the playoffs and go to the semi-finals, which will be played tomorrow. Champs need to act quick and a turnover instead, which is not what they wanted. Prabhat makes the layup and the Tuskers up by 12.
I want to say defensive at its best. Defensive pressure, steal, basket. That's all they're doing.
Champs immediately coming back the other way, not able to engage on the attack. And here, the entire camp of the Pune Tuskers telling the players to calm down and take it up. A little over 3 minutes remaining, 12 points is the difference. And they will utilize all 24. We're into the last 10 seconds of this possession. He's called for the screen late into the 24. Hands it over to Zaki. Last 3 seconds. Zaki needs to get the shot away. He finds his teammate. Prabhat won't beat the shot clock in that occasion.
But the coach is happy with that because it's a 12-point game. The more they have the shot clock utilized, the time will reduce. So that's the strategy from the coach.
Definitely. And 12 points is enough pressure for the Satara Champs. What are they going to go for? Screen set at the top. He drives in. Sarthak this time's denied, but Shreyas is coming alive into this game a tad bit too late.
It is too late, but not over yet. It's a 12-point game. Anything can happen in the game of basketball. Zaki with not needing a pass like that. Satara Champs. The referees are undecided. Who touched it last? They are waiting to make a call. And
we're back on for the Satara Champs. They're down 10, 2:20 remaining. There's the drive from Sarthak. Hands it over. Raghav goes for the three. He can't get it to go. And again, a big rebound for the Tuskers. They have the numbers up front, but they decide to hold it slow. Prabhat says, I'm not going slow. I'm going to the rim and to the semi-finals, possibly.
I think today Prabhat has been the star for them on the scoring. But who would you like to give credit? The two players from Pune for this big lead, Ryan?
Oh well, while Prabhat's had the key dominance, a foul takes place for the Champs. Let's not forget, this is an entire team effort. Because if you break the entire game into fragments, every player's done their job. Zaki may not be on the scoreboard. He made the pressure on the ballman time and again as the fifth foul is called on a player. Let's not forget the current factor coming in where there's important three-pointers, important rebounds also taken by both the currents. So all of them equally contributed to this team performance. And now for the Tuskers, a player has been fouled out and he gets a heroic standing ovation. Narendra will check out of the game.
And also not to forget the first quarter heroics of Amrit. He was the one who started the team for their momentum, the rainbow shooter, as we called it from the comms. He's been the star. And before we end this match, I would like to hear one last thing from you, Ryan. How are the other three games going to be in the quarters?
Oh well, I think this has just set the tone for the playoffs. And we know that because this is the team that finished fourth in the table playing the team that played on the top. Nobody expected this to happen. Karan, happy birthday, my friend. Along with the footwork, puts his team back up by 12.
Very less time left on the clock. We want to see Sarthak needs to do something very quickly and turnover. Do you see the team working together on the court and off the court?
Definitely, you can hear how loud they are. They have each other's backs. And what a story this has been, Markesh, given the fact that last two games didn't go their way as Suhas gets a quick steal and a quick basket. A lot more of those needed for the Satara Champs. A full court press. Prabhat breaks through it easily. Prabhat with a pass under the board. Zaki is denied by Shreyas. And a minute and 10 seconds remain. The Satara Champs desperate for a basket. Here comes Raghav all the way to the rim. Raghav can't finish. Shreyas with the rebound and the finish.
But it's just seconds away to see who's going to be the first semi-finalist of the MBL here at Balewadi Stadium, Pune.
Pressure on Karan. He's double teamed. Oh, he finds the player under the board. They're using all 24. Prabhat through the baseline.
With 40 seconds left, the Satara Champs are trying too hard.
A baseline inbound. Prabhat looks for options. And a violation. The Champs will hope with 40 remaining.
I would say the coach need to take a timeout he needs to use that one timeout which he's got. I don't know what is he keeping for. Is he keeping it for end of the game?
Oh well, the end of the game might just be too late. Sarthak on the drive, off the glass, won't get the finish. Shreyas is fouled on that putback attempt, and two important free throws for Shreyas. And it's important for the Tuskers here, Markesh, to remain calm.
I feel this Pune being the first from the home ground, I don't see every team has got equal opportunity to play at this arena, but I think Pune Tuskers have prayed to their gods rightly, so they will be heading with the next few seconds coming. I feel Pune has very good probability to be in the finals.
Oh, definitely. They have that momentum. They've come in with a lot of hunger. And there's an offensive rebound given away by Raghav. And the Tuskers, Zaki, almost gathering it. Again, Shambles on the floor. And the shot. And the foul. Prabhat is all set to go to the free throw line and perhaps just take those two shots, knowing and absorbing the fact that they are headed to the semi-finals of the Sandhya Maharashtra Basketball League. What a story it's been for them.
It's been a story for all other teams to watch. No one is underdog here. Anybody can beat anybody. Anybody can get into the final. The team can have a day and you will be in the final. That's the speciality of the Sandhya MBL here.
Credits to Coach Dattaraj and Saurabh, the assistant, for keeping the belief and the morale up on the players. And there, we're into the last 20 seconds. Suhas searching for a quick basket. His floater's no good. There's the rebound for the Tuskers. And come on, you can allow them to dribble it out, Satara champs. You can bow out as the defending champions. Three-pointer from the Tuskers. And the Tuskers have booked their ticket to the semi-finals as the Satara champs will bow out. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Sandhya Maharashtra Basketball League, the defending champions have been eliminated and the Tuskers have promised and done through with the upset.
Pune Tuskers bringing the ruckus. They've got the crowd buzzing right now. The Tuskers have struck us again. What a dominant stretch of play. It was a day to remember in the making. The future stars of Pune Tuskers and Satara champs. This is just a game. You got to work hard and come back strong. There's a long way to go for all the youngsters watching there. It was just a fantastic game. We witnessed one of the matches which went down to this extent. Other three games will be even better. Please join us. We got
का सबसे बड़ा सीन सपनों का ड्रीम नागपुर पुणे या